I more so want to start over because I noticed that I talked for like an hour in the last one for about my whole idea, and I'm glad I have that recorded.
Yeah.
Because you know what? At least it gives me an idea of the structure. But I want to start over and say, hey guys, welcome to actual episode 8, because the other one's going to be scrapped. We barely talked about anything, and it was very cringy, and I'm not going to release that one.
Yeah.
Also, Jacob was half asleep most of the time.
Yeah, it was because.
And now he's awakened. Okay.
Because of my rage of school.
Yes. Let's start this off beautifully with a raging comment from Jacob, or rant about school. Please, Jake, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem. I didn't know what you were doing at first.
Yeah, I'm just starting over because I honestly looked back and I was like, man, I talked for more than half of that, my whole idea, and fuck that.
But anyways, okay, so
school fucking sucks, dude. What did your principal say?
okay, she said that we would miss the place, and I wanted to laugh really hard because
I'm laughing now.
because I'm like, miss this place? What do you mean by miss this place? I'm gonna miss the freedom to talk to my friends whenever I wanted to. Because yeah, now I realize that's when I saw my friends the most. Like, oh, 5
Tag the microphone at you. Fucking get your rage out.
I'm not. No. That was just a little love tap. It wasn't a rage. It was a mistake.
He's hitting all of you guys.
It was a mistake.
No, yeah, it was a mistake. Anyways, yeah, okay, so what brought up this conversation was me, like, bringing up Amons and DeGels, because that's a story that Jacob wrote when he was in high school. Or what it was middle school. It was late middle school, early high school.
Yeah.
And
because
I
it
discovered
has a
it
Twilight.
when I was, yeah, it has a Twilight very, like, vibe. Where it's very sexually charged and shit.
That was my bisexual awakening.
Yes, exactly. He described the men so often in that, like more than the women. I swear, dude. Like I remember I recounted with you like one of the pages I remember very well, and it was mostly the guy and how he was getting out of the water, and it was
I remember that one. I cringed so hard at it.
Yeah, I lost all that shit at some point when I moved, which sucks because I loved that stuff.
Don't worry, I'll get it. I could just as sexually charged.
No, yeah, but I brought it up because I wanted to know what happened to that. Oh, okay. Also, I wanted to say high school for me is very different, right? Because like I didn't exactly have the same friends every time because I was like not constantly changing, but like I changed very frequently schools, unfortunately. So you probably having this realization like, man, that's when I hung out with friends the most. I've hung out with my friends just as much as I do now. So for me it's not too different. But for you it's probably a huge difference from like high school to adulthood.
Yeah. It is. Because me and Tony barely hang out like every 3.5 months, it seems. I don't know, or less than that. Wish we would hang out more often, but it's whatever. I feel like it goes both ways.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
We're both introverts who have found a mutual understanding of when we meet each other, it's to be, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't really feel like a day has gone by.
I don't remember much of like the speech given to us at my graduation.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I don't remember much of it at all. I know it's recorded.
Well, that wasn't
somewhere.
the speech at... She didn't say that at the speech.
When the fuck did your principal go up to you and say, "You're gonna miss this place"?
It was an assembly with all the seniors.
Oh my god. That's kind of like the graduation. It's like the
I think it was the day of, or the before. I don't even know.
it was some sort of assembly where you guys were off on the side, right?
Yeah, it was in the auditorium or whatever. And
And she's
we're
standing
just
there,
yeah,
and you're just all one side, like like snarkily giggling to yourself or something.
yeah, it was.
Were you next to any of your friends
Yes.
during that?
Yes, I
Did
was.
you guys point it out and say, "Miss this place. I'll miss you guys."
Yeah,
Like,
we both that was all the gist we were all agreed upon. It was like miss this place. We're not gonna miss the homework. No.
yeah, man, Montgomery is a fucking weird one. But anyways, school in general. You were saying, yeah, it's like a fucking prison. You said.
Yeah, for me it was like a prison because that's where I got the most writing done.
Yeah, it's kind of like you either work out real hard like a jock in prison, or you
read.
write to Jesus. You read and write to Jesus.
I did reading.
You do your Santa Claus list, everything like that. Dear Santa, I've been a good boy half this year. So can I get like at least half of the things I want? Can I get like, it's kind of like Wheel of Fortune where I get half a car. I win half a car. No, yeah, but like you wrote a bunch. You wrote other stories too,
Yeah.
but they were very short. They were always like 1-2 pages, and that was it.
I know, because they were just like...
They were just quick jabs, but you
Yeah.
never kept them. You kept them in such poor condition. I hate that. Even, like, I have some of the stuff I wrote back when I was in middle school, dude. Like, because I know I'm going to reuse some of it, or I like it enough where even if I cringe at it later, like how I wrote or what I wrote, I go, man, that's a cool idea, you know, and I fucking use it.
Yeah, there was me where it's like, I'm not going to use this ever again.
Or so you think. Look, man, I'm a stickler. I will prod you about this subject till the day
I
where
know,
the
and I feel like the more you prod me, the more I'm going to be like, I'm dropping it more. I don't know. Like, the more I want to evolve it. I don't know.
No,
And
but that's what I'm trying to help you do.
I know I want to evolve it from Deagle's into something else, maybe.
Fine. We don't have to, fine then. Like, you can say, like, it's kind of evolved into this, and now this, like, it's inspired from that, and, like, now it's, you know, like, that's all you gotta say, man. You just gotta communicate it.
I know, and I just haven't found...
that thing yet, right?
I haven't found the right path yet. I've gotten my material down where I want my like to be able to find descriptions and words and shit like that.
Well, first drafts to things are always crazy and dumb. Like, I just went on a rant about my first draft into something I'm doing. And it's pretty crazy, and I obviously was very wordy about it, and I didn't explain things very well. But overall, like, it's a first draft. Like, I'm not ashamed to say, like, it's not good. It's not written well.
I know, but I have like a lot of ideas, and it's like I need to just stop. I don't know what kind of magic system I want to base my shit off of. You know, that's like my the hardest part for me.
Well, you can even have it work for different characters, right? Like, for one character, they just draw it from the air or something, right? Or there's a thing called mana, and it's everywhere. And some can draw it from the air, like where it derives, and just use it for whatever they are using it for. And some can draw it from their blood. Some use, like, special like...
Yeah, I know. That's where it's like, what do I want to do?
Well, that's the thing, is, like, you can do it all. That's what I'm trying to say, is, like, I don't know. You can also be...
What do I want to focus on, then? That's...
Okay, well, I've tried giving you ideas, right? Like, like the
just...
MacGuffin idea for your weed stories. Like, that's another one that I'm kind of curious about. You were like, I'm trying to implement weed into it. And I've been giving you like, you don't have to use any of my ideas like they're concrete or they're rules.
I know. I
Uh,
just
like the whole point, dude. Like every time I do that is to try and like, I'm kicking up the dirt of like ideas, and then you just gotta cough some like ideas out, okay?
well, that's my problem is where like I'm trying to cough up ideas, but I'm lost in my ideas.
Yeah, you're just in the cloud, and you're like, I'm high. Holding my breath is a good idea, but ooh, what a measly cough. But I mean, like any cough is a good idea. This analogy is getting way too out of hand. Um, let's move on from that analogy. But overall, dude, I'm just trying to help you come up with ideas. I'm not trying to take over anything. Like, you could even like scrap everything I said, and you can say like, that made me think of this thing for my own idea, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I don't mind you not taking any of it.
I know, but I still have them on the side just to, I don't know, to look at and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, dude, maybe I need to isolate you in a cabin and have you just think of that, and then it'll get done. Like, not me influencing you, not anything else from the outside world influencing you. I take down the internet, all that shit. I isolate you, and like I give you cabin fever just to fucking write this book, dude. Just to write a measly chapter first draft, just to have an idea.
No.
It's like all the ideas come from. That's kind of what I've been doing at work, where I just completely shut everything else off. Like, I don't like open social media or anything. I just at break have my laptop in front of me. I open Google Docs and I write whatever comes to mind, like whatever the character may do, or like it's just something. Also, something that helps me forgive whatever I write is grammar or whatever, right? Like, or even character driven shit. Like, it's the first draft. It's not going to be perfect, and I can always change it. You know. The other thing is, I would technically say whatever you do come up with, like even if you don't choose the Amons and DeGel's like title or whatever or thing, I definitely think you could say Amons and DeGel's like that was your very first draft of whatever story you want to have regarding those characters. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Damn, I'm burping. I don't know. I don't like to pressure you or Lily, but it seems like when I let you guys just kill it off, it's dead forever, and then it's like, but like I don't know. I like.
Well, things I don't know.
Not everything has to live. I get it, but you guys have let so much die already, and then when it's something I see that is creative and cool, and definitely you guys, I'm like, yes, and I'm just trying to encourage it. I'm trying to just give it some oxygen, water it here and there, and then suddenly I see it's just still slumped over, and I'm like, come on, this ain't no desert flower.
I don't know. A lot of external stuff happens too.
I know you get distracted, but that's the thing is like I feel like if you isolate yourself, like you just let yourself really focus, dive down on it. Like it could even be as small as like, oh, this character in the idea of Amon and DeGel's does this thing, like, or this could be a power or a thing in the world or something, like, you know what I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's very interesting because you're definitely an ideas guy. If you feel like if you definitely have described yourself that before, right?
Mm.
Where you come up with the ideas, and then I gotta take it and run with it because you won't do shit. You'll like write it down and then crumple it and then throw it behind you, and I'm like right behind you picking it up. I'm like, ooh, what a cool idea! Ooh, what a cool idea!
Yeah, that's what I kind of am. I feel like I just
Lily's wanting to write a story, and I feel it. It's just when I let her drop the ball, she drops it. She does not pick up the ball herself. She does exactly what you do. She writes an idea, crumples it, throws it behind her. I got it. I got two people I got to be like, ooh, a cool idea. Ooh, a cool idea. Fucking god damn it. And I get kind of frustrated between you two. And I don't mean to say like, oh, it's your fault. Stop fucking dropping your idea. Like, I'm just like, this is an idea that because I have emotional investment into it. I'm an investor, dude. Like,
I know, but
I'm the producer, right? And I'm like,
but you have to be cool with ideas being dropped.
I'm cool with ideas transforming. I don't want this idea to drop. That's the thing, is I am saying, like, if you're not going to do something with it, then I will take it over.
All right, fine.
And I think I have said that before. And all I want is your confirmation that it's a cool thing, or if you have any ideas, I want you to throw any kind of criticism, like, well, if I were to write something about this character, I wouldn't have that character do this or that. You know, like, be a nerd towards me. I don't fucking care. I mean, I care because I want that to happen, but I mean, give me a little bit of, like, well, she wouldn't do that. Like, you know, like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know what I guess I also have. Yeah, I have trouble with coming with plot and beats and stuff.
Fine. Okay, so if you're the ideas guy, I'm the script writer, and everything. What I want you to do is at least tell me how a character should look. God damn. Like, tell me how a character should look, or even slightly act. I don't mind, like motivations, like, you know, character traits, things like that, or even if it's concepts of like a character, something a character does.
Well, that's
like,
where the one emotion scene sometimes come in, like, you know, like those 2-page sentences, like, or not sentences. No.
What a waste of paper. No, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Those 2-page stories.
Yeah, where
but
it's
dude,
just like,
give me any of that. I don't care. Like,
but that's where it's like I peek into like something and then it's like hazes away. I don't have anything else. I don't have any other connections to that.
Okay, fine. Look, what was the idea I had? Like an Ed and Eddie thing, right? For like where there's a dynamic of like a tall one and a short one, and they kind of got a rivalry. They got like a friendly rivalry going on. The tall one's kind of an not ignorant, but like oblivious to how unhealthy their rivalry kind of relationship is, right? And the short one is very much like a bully, but doesn't believe he's a bully because they're kind of friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are these other characters interact with them, like teachers or stuff like that try and like talk to them about their relationship when it comes to like now they're coming into high school, and it's like, you two seem to be spending a lot of time together, and it doesn't seem like either of you are like fully enjoying each other's company. Like, how about we see you two being in separate classes? Shit. Like separate classes. See you two being in separate classes. Maybe not spending so much time with each other at break, stuff like that. Maybe let's see some space from each other or something, you know? And then, you know, they get like interactions or dynamics with other people. I don't know. And then it could be like a reflection on like how they see each other as like how they treat each other. And one of them really learns a lesson or something, and the other one doesn't. Like, let's say the tall one doesn't really learn the lesson, right? Mm-hmm. And you would think it would be the other one. Like, the short one doesn't learn the lesson, and the tall one goes, I think this is, like the tall softy goes like, I think this is an unhealthy relationship, and it's like, no, plot twist, it's the other way around. And then like suddenly the tall one's starting to be an asshole or something near the end, and it's like, hey, I think that's it's not real cool of you, like, and it's like, wait a minute, but we used to punch and like hit each other like this all the time. I kind of miss it where you like punch me in the arm and I get a little numb, but then I feel real strong because I'm like, I survived again, you know, like, and it's like, oh, is that how you felt? And it's like, yeah, man. And it's like, oh, so it made you feel good? And it was like, yeah, man, when I get home and work out, like, all my rage of wanting to punch you back, like, helps me get stronger. And it's like, whoa, yeah, this is real unhealthy. And it's like, I don't know about that, like, and then an argument starts out, like, or something, and then it's like, like, you get strong from punching me, and I get strong from wanting to punch you, and it's like, I don't know how. Ooh, I mean, if you see it that way, I don't like to see it that way, and it's like, I don't know, it could be explored or something.
I can see that happening. I don't know.
Okay, at least you gave me some confirmation on that. I don't know, like, I don't know. That doesn't even have to be associated with Amons and DeGels, but it definitely, because thinking of it, it made me think of that, like, that idea. Another idea could be like that they are just friends, and he's got a short temper, like Eddie does in Ed and Eddie, you know, like. Or the other way around, where the tall one has a short temper. Or it could be a Mordecai and Rigby situation where, but they're each a different race or something. Like, and that's why like people go, hey, it's the gang, Amons and DeGales. Oh, and it's like, yeah, well, screw you, bud, or something. You know, like, I don't know, like, and it's like they're just hanging out, whatever. I don't know. At that point, like a Mordecai and Rigby situation where it's like they're basically the same character, but they have different ways of reacting and different strengths to their size and body type or whatever. Like Mordecai is just naturally strong because he's bigger and shit like that, and Mordecai and then Rigby's just kind of weaker because of his size and because of his choices in life, like his diet. You know, like.
Junk food.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because of that shit, he's weaker. Then it comes down to, and they're basically the same person personality wise. They
games, slacking off.
Yeah. Then it becomes like, what scenarios could we put them in? Like, and that's why that show is like that. Like, they just put them in such bizarre scenarios.
Like, what if Mordecai dated a cloud?
What if he dated another bird? What if he dated finally a vampire thing? A bat.
Yeah. It's like,
which he finally has kids with. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
No.
Time to settle down. Time to compromise. Time to grow up. You know? Oh my god.
I'm so
glad. What an asshole.
I'm so glad he grew up.
Finally. I know, right? Rigby, I'm glad he got with his sweetheart.
Like, they were solid.
Destined. They were destined. I love this one. I've been watching. That reminds me, because we're talking about Reagan. Because I was talking dynamics. Anyways, I want to quickly, before we go into like me ranting about Rigby and Eileen moments, because I've been watching compilations of them, and one of them is like Rigby was working at this one job to like lift with his back.
Oh yeah.
He's like sweating, and he's like, oh yeah, and then she's like, you want anything else? Like she like goes like starry eyed out of like big pupils, like just frozen, and she's got slack jaw and just like, you want it? You don't want anything else? You feel good? You know, she's just horny for him. And it's like, oh, that's adorable. I also like this one where she went snow tubing with her dad once. She tells the story, and in the flashback, she's this starfish thing. or her dad like their momentum was like worked against them. Like her dad like his feet went into the snow, but she went flying because he like basically stood up, right? And she was right there. She flies in the air. She's like flying in the air. The starfish. It's hilarious. And she got this measly little scar on her elbow. It's nothing. Rigby is the one cheek wonder. Okay. And she's like embarrassed about this little scar that she's got. I mean, it's understandable that she was traumatized, but it's just so funny. Her flying in the. I need to show you it. But dynamics. It doesn't have to be just guys. You know what? There's some great, like girl. I feel like group dynamics that are out there. I feel like girl dynamics are actually a lot more. I almost said open, but like I feel like actually they're just as boxed as men's stereotypes, like for dynamic, like group dynamics. But you know what? One that made me really happy when I think about it, especially after years of not seeing it, is Totally Spies. Because they are not one note. They all have very similar interests and stuff, but they are tolerable to like what they can and can't achieve. You know, they like tolerate what they are and aren't able to do. Like
Mindy and Clover have same taste in boys.
Yes.
Same taste in clothing.
Yes.
But as soon as Clover realizes Mindy's into it, she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
First episode. I remember Clover asking Sam to borrow something, and then Alex was like, hey, why don't you borrow my clothes? And she was like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she was like, oh, speaking of which, do you have like boots or something? And I was like, wow, that was like a quick like 180 right there. I thought, I don't know.
No, but yeah, you see, like they can have similar tastes, but the personality is like, oh, but I want to be the only one having this, you know, like kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree with you about Totally Spies. It's like
their dynamic is very like there's not really a leader to them either. Like they all treat each other equally. You know what I like? I like how they don't have just one of them that they like turn to ask like, or say like Clover, find something to do, or you know, like it's one of them finds an idea and then like says that like or like says it out loud to each other, and then it's like, ooh, I got an idea, and then it's like, ooh, what is it? Like, go ahead, what is it you got? And then it's like, you know, and it's different almost every other time, right?
Yeah.
There's not one of them that always is like the clever one that finds a way out or whatever. They each find a way out like most of the time of their like predicament, especially when they're bondaged up like 90% of the time.
What's another girl dynamic?
Powerpuff Girls. That's very stereotypical. Like, whereas there's the tomboy, there's the cutesy one, and then there's the leader. But then there's also there's the rival with what's her name, who wanted to be a Powerpuff Girl.
Yeah, I watched that episode recently.
Yeah, and it's the I would call it the bratty, which is also in Totally Spies. I just realized. What's her name?
Mindy.
Yeah, exactly.
The black-haired girl.
Yes.
Yeah. She's bratty.
Yeah, she's the bratty one.
And then in Powerpuff Girls, Princess is...
That's her name?
Yeah, Princess.
That's fucking stupid.
Princess McMillion.
Oh my god. I thought it was Big Rich or something.
I can't remember.
Look, it's something money. Okay.
Yeah. But anyways. I thought that's what I remembered hearing.
God, I wish during high school we were a little more into watching stuff, because I remember I was just out and about so much.
Yeah, I think that's where Cartoon Network's
Live action block. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You know what else happened during Cartoon Network's live action block? Destroy, Build, Destroy, which was one of my, like, that really did get me into wanting to do more practical stuff. And because it made me do actual, like, physical stuff in the real world, it got me away from the damn network. And then they were losing ratings. They were like, why are we losing ratings?
Because kids are building things.
Kids saw the real stuff that we were putting on the CN Real block, and they wanted to do those real things themselves.
And it's like, well, get that thing off of there.
Did you guys do that unintentionally?
Yes.
Oh, get that dang thing out of Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm amazed.
That was amazing.
Why the fuck? How the fuck did that invade your brain? How the fuck did that invade your brain, dude?
Because
Get that next thing out of there. Was it because we just watched Jody Plays?
no, because you said that you went out and was actually doing the practical stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like, well, get it out of there.
Oh my god. Do you even remember what you're referencing there?
The live action block.
No. There's a fucking there's a guy named Chris Chan, right? And you say, "Well, get that thing out of there," is like a complete and perfect reference to his dad. His dad, like, he didn't want his house, like, because they live in like not that great of conditions. They're like weird hoarders, right?
Uh-huh.
And so it's like filled to the brim with shit, and it's like unsafe or whatever, right? So the dad heard about Chris Chan putting up a video of his house and shit, like touring the house and showing like kind of how bad it is, and that like not on purpose like saying it's bad. He's just like, oh, this is how we live. This is what it's like blah blah blah, you know. And then the dad's like, well, you put it on there. You get that dang out of there. Like, and so you said it so perfectly. I thought you were referencing it. And Oni Plays, we just watched them, so I thought like maybe it was on your brain.
No, I never seen any of that.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I thought I was referencing the live action block because you mentioned Destroy, Build, Destroy.
No, yeah, we were talking of it.
And then it's like, oh yeah, ratings drop, and it's like,
why? It's like because kids are actually going out and doing the thing that we showed that are possible with the real things.
Well, get that thing out of there.
Get that darn thing out of there. Oh my god. That made my cheeks hurt.
Same.
That's great.
Do you remember Out of Jimmy's Head?
I'm like, I hate that shit.
Yeah,
that was a show, and I don't remember any episode from the show, but I remember the movie where he gets hit by a train. He goes across the way. Woo! Yeah! Like fucking goofy scream across the fucking park, whatever weird park.
Hate it.
Oh, it's so stupid.
So bad.
He gets the brain of the creator, and then the son of the creator is trying to get the brain of the creator, and then it's like, or the brain of his dad who's in a child, and then the guy who's the son of the the creator of the brain. He's living with them at their house, and then the daughter is like this space alien, half alien, whatever thing, and then
I don't remember that.
no, yeah, dude, it's fucking
Jesus.
yeah, dude. You don't think I remember any of this? I fucking remember shit. Okay, so the sister's an alien. She's going to school in space. The dad is this weird, wacky, fucking cartoon dad. He's not like actually 2D, but he pretty much is like this stupid. He's the equivalent of Timmy's dad, especially later seasons of Timmy's dad, who's just an idiot, drives unsafe, all that shit. Like somehow has a job, but no one knows what he works as.
I thought he was a pencil something.
Was he?
Yeah.
Dude. No, wait. I thought that's what.
Was that his hobby?
No. What was that one movie with the kid in the garden who like grew out of the ground because a couple was like wrote what they wanted their child to be and do, and they put it in a box and then they buried it in the yard, and then it turned into the child of their dreams.
I don't remember that.
Timothy Green or something like that.
Oh yeah. I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, Timothy Green, and then he dies.
How?
Oh, I don't remember, dude. I don't remember why he dies. He just dies. I thought in that movie they were talking about pencils. Like, that's what that dad was. But this guy was a pencil guy, too? He was a pencil pusher?
Yes, he was a pencil pusher.
He was a pencil pusher. Anyways, I remember he goes to school. He gets the voices of the stupid... Like, he has schizophrenia now. That's the point.
Yeah.
He has schizophrenia. These fucking cartoon characters...
keep popping up around.
Yeah.
And they're just in the way of his life, I feel.
Yeah. And it also had the dynamic of Ned's school survival guide, where it had the black kid friend, the token black kid, and then it had the token girl. Remember that?
It was just bad.
Yeah, man, it was just bad. What was also on that blog?
There was
Incredible Crew. I like that. Incredible Crew was another kind of like all that show where it was just skits. But that's Nickelodeon, all that.
There was Hole in the Wall.
Hole in the Wall was weird. It got a little sexual because of how tight the suits were.
Yeah.
Why didn't they give anyone cups?
I don't know.
Seems dumb. Anyways, yeah, and that show title, Hole in the Wall. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, but like, that title did not do well in marketing. I bet.
There was that dude show.
Keep going.
The three dudes. It was like, dude, what would happen?
Dude, what would happen? Yeah, they looked like Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. They looked like the knockoff Jonas Brothers.
Dude, yeah. Where one had wacky, really curly hair, and one had really
straight hair.
Yeah, straight hair, and one had really short but curly hair.
It didn't do well.
No, it did not.
That would have been way better for their app. You know what? Yeah, it would have been way better for their internet app. Like Cartoon Network. Like, I can coordinate better. I don't know.
You can hardly coordinate yourself.
Shut up.
Jake, what's a movie we disagree about?
I don't know.
Lady in Water. What's your thoughts on that?
It's one of the best of his movies.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people would say like it's where the signs started to show like really trouble, not including science.
I guess you can kind of see the fucking A.
The deterioration
Yes.
of his quality of work. He claimed in that movie that he tells this story to his children every night.
I don't think he does.
Of course it's a complete lie.
He doesn't. But it's a funny,
It's a funny idea.
Wait, the whole movie?
Yeah.
Wait, the whole movie.
Yes, the whole movie. That's the story he tells.
The guy that exercises one arm. He goes into that detail.
Yeah.
I
highly doubt it, right?
I doubt that. But I find it funny. I find that
Shyamalan has kids. That's one thing I gotta realize.
Okay, I find that as kind of funny though. Like, just think about that. He's the guardian, and he exercises one arm.
Dude, if you exercise
that's his
both
shield
arms,
arm, or his swinging arm.
Yeah, he could really choose with that, couldn't he? Yeah, man. Look, I think, dude, he could.
Why?
Shyamalan is much like you, Jake, an ideas guy. But he does the opposite of what you do, which is not like he invests so much energy into like one idea that he forgets that it's a good idea. But he needs someone with a little more. He needs another eye on it to help him flesh out the project.
Yeah,
because he lets himself get a little isolated with the idea. And that can be good for some people, but for someone like him, he needs someone to give a little criticism to it, you know? And that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for, because I know everything I'm writing, it feels good, but I also know I need, like, more eyes on it, which is why I'm getting frustrated at you and Lily going, oh, it's good. It's like, yeah, okay, it feels good, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, Shyamalan is one of those people who, like, definitely needs that. I think it's also because of watching Shyamalan and knowing where he's gone. Maybe that's what I want to avoid. It's like knowing I'm like it feels good and it's a good idea. I just need, much like him, I need someone else's eyes. And I think definitely Lady in Water is one of those ideas that feels really cool as a fantasy aspect with modern setting kind of thing. Like a fairy tale, like things just happen, you know, like things happen and things are being predicted and they don't realize how predicted it's going to be, you know, like they don't realize that they're in a fairy tale, that they're a part of it, you know, like fairy tales are happening to modern day and like they just,
yeah, so
like, that's a cool idea, right?
Yeah, so I think it's one of his best. But it's not the best.
Yeah, it's definitely not executed well. But yeah, one of his better ideas, just executed terribly. I think one of the worst aspects of it is everyone's whispering. You realize that? Like,
yeah, that's a frustrating part.
It's a huge frustrating part. Everyone's whispering. Everyone's like, order the pizza. Get pepperoni.
The Sixth Sense is like that too, though.
Well, The Sixth Sense, it makes sense. Oh my God. The Sixth Sense, it has a little more purpose to it. He's trying.
Does he have a cameo in that at all?
Good question. I don't remember.
If he doesn't, good.
Now, here's the thing. With Sixth Sense, it has a little more purpose because he's trying not to be seen as crazy to the actual other people in the room when he's talking to the ghosts. You know?
Because can the ghosts hear him like they're literally right near his shoulder or something?
No, I think it's more so like obviously they think they're in the same room as other living people are, right?
Yeah. I do really like the twist at the end, though.
Yeah, everyone loves the twist. It's iconic. It's what built his status up.
I think that's where
I don't know. There's some goofy things like the rules of the ghosts are inconsistent, right? Like The people who got hung 100 years ago, they only imagine that they didn't get hung. They imagine they escaped, and then they, right, like they're living, like they act like they're living, right, or they're supposed to. But somehow they're hanging in the halls of the school.
Wait,
There's a flash like of him seeing dead people, right?
I know, but are they? So, wait, do they know that they're hung?
That's the question, right? Like it's just supposed to be a scare tactic. It's supposed to bring like, like it's just supposed to, like that's a part that doesn't make sense. It's a little bit of like
a little loophole.
I don't know about loophole, but like definitely what's it called, plot hole.
Plot hole.
Yeah, that's more of what we're looking for. It'd be great if it was a loophole somehow. Like they're dead and they know they're dead, but they don't know they're dead.
Well, some do and some don't.
Some do, some don't.
Like that little girl.
I don't know. Maybe some are suicidal, and that's why like they know they're dead or something. Or is it that once they know they're dead, they live through the experience where they actually died, like they have the realization of how they died, and then they know that they're dead after that.
Like what about that burn victim? I wonder if she realizes, or,
Yeah, good question. What about the girl who was sick? She threw up and everything.
Well, she was murdered.
Yeah, but does she still know she died or not? That's the question.
Yes. So that's why she asked for his help to be.
You know what? What if it is that we're just in a case where, okay, most ghosts know that they died. Let's say that. And our main protagonist, the ghost,
the therapist.
The therapist, yeah. He's one of the few ghosts out there. Excuse my voice. That is in denial, that he doesn't think he died.
Which makes sense because of his perspective.
Yeah. Remember when the mom opened the door and she's just kind of talking to herself, really?
Yeah.
But he comes in. Like he never touches the door. He never remember?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Because after the realization, you go through the steps and you're like, oh yeah, he never touched the door. He never knocked. He never.
She's sitting in a room, and she thinks it's empty,
and she's just talking to herself.
What does he think he's there for?
He thinks he was called there or something.
But he was seeking Cole, I feel. Unknowingly, I feel.
Unknowingly, yes. Like
because
he was drawn to him.
Yeah, because because throughout
surprisingly, him being a therapist still helps the kid.
Yeah, which is, I think, very beautiful.
I know, right? Because the ghost goes to him unknowingly needing the kid's help to realize that he's dead.
But the kid also needs his help.
And gets his help. They get help from each other. See, this is where it's like a well-written film right there. But
yeah.
But there are some scenes like the ghost hanging in the middle of the school hallway or whatever.
I think that's where it's like maybe that's that's when maybe it was their anniversary of hanging. And so it was like a strong sense. And also he was walking by, and so it was like, help.
Yeah, it could have been like he notices them.
And so if
they were like, help us. And then they appeared to him or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like in last desperation.
Yeah, it could have been in like an old, like the school was built where like hangings happened, but that's not where, like, apparently
Cole is also psychic, because I was always confused during the scene with his teacher, because his teacher started having a freak out because Cole was bringing up past trauma of his. And so when like Cole was like calling him Stuttering Stanley, that's when he like pounded his fist and like kind of stuttered like freak. Adam, and it was
Oh yeah, it's like,
and it's like,
ooh,
oh shit, I didn't know he was psychic, and he was like reading, like pulling bad memories out of like him
the
or
teacher
something.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it was like, oh, that was like,
That's a
ah.
bit of a trip. I know, right? It's a movie that once you view it your second time, it's changed forever.
uh, I still have questions about like the recording. Uh, who was the recording of that kid that some other patient that the therapist was looking at into?
Yeah, the death of the girl because
Not
right.
the videotape.
Oh, not the videotape.
He hey. Yeah, the bag. Okay, no problem. Sorry about that.
I thought someone went out with the car.
It sounded like it, but I guess. Anyways, I'll get. We'll.
Yeah, you'll grab it before you fall asleep.
Yeah.
You'll have to.
Yeah. But there was a scene where
There was a video. There was an audio tape, right?
yeah, an audio tape where the therapist was like recorded with a previous kid, and then he can faintly hear somebody, and then he turns it up all the way, and then he hears somebody praying right there because he left the room and shit or something. I don't know. We need to rewatch the movie. It's really good.
Yeah, we're both catching things we missed, and like we went from talking about Out of Jimmy's Head to The Sixth Sense.
I know.
What the fuck happened to us?
From bad writing to good writing. Somewhat.
Yeah, there's just some things, small things that are like, do those ghosts know that they're dead or what? You know, like that's my big question on that one. Lady in Water, like I said, good idea, executed not that great. Okay, Jake, what's a movie that you remember from like you remember the title of, but you don't remember much of it? One that pops to mind for me lately is Adventures in Babysitting. I remember only a few scenes from it here and there, but I remember at one point I remembered the whole thing, and now I can't remember much from it at all. And I'm like, damn, why can't I recall this movie as well as I did?
That was a really good.
That's a really good one too. Like,
yeah.
It's fucking.
And
they had to remake it. Oh, why did they have to do that? Adventures in Babysitting is one of those ones that, like I said, recently I've now had the trouble remembering because before, like even up to like I feel like earlier this year, I remembered it pretty well, but I think we have it somewhere, and I would love to watch it. Now, Jake, imagine, because we were just talking about Shyamalan. Yeah. Imagine Shyamalan directing a remake of Adventures in Babysitting.
That'd be interesting. I don't know.
What kind of style would be in that kind of film? That'd be interesting. I don't know. Jake, let's say, okay, because we were just talking about memory, and that's what brought up my idea of Adventures in Babysitting, because I was like, you know what? Yeah, like we're both not remembering everything about some films. So what's a movie that, like, what is a movie title that you feel like you remember the title, and you remember enjoying it, but you don't remember everything about it?
I'm trying to think of a title. You know what? Rugrats, the movie.
The movie?
Yeah, Rugrats.
You mean the one that they go on the island and and they because Dill's introduced and
yeah,
they go on the boat and they
Yeah.
And what's his name? Uh, plays the dog. Plays Spike.
Well, wait.
Oh no, he doesn't voice. He's not.
That's when they meet the
Let's
wild.
Go Wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Rugrats Go Wild.
Yeah.
Which,
I
in hindsight, that title. That title is a good mashup of the two. But why didn't they do Wild Thorn Babies?
Oh man, they missed.
What a missed opportunity, right?
Oh man, what a missed opportunity.
Because it's Wild Thornberries, right?
Yeah. Why not Wild Thorn Babies?
Yeah, exactly. It's honestly, it's just as good as Rugrats Go Wild.
Wild Thornberries.
What about the tamed Thornberries? No, you know what? That movie. Do you remember that movie? Dude, I remember the commercials to that film.
Same.
But I never watched it. I remember it being the fucking the Jimmy Neutron VHS we had. Not only had those beautiful music videos,
but had those beautiful previews.
Yes, I loved the commercial for the Wild Thornberries movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was so. It looked stunning.
It looked great, but we never got to actually watch the film.
We should definitely put that.
We gotta hunt it down.
Yeah, we do.
We also gotta hunt down the Rugrats movies, dude. Rugrats has 3 movies, right? Rugrats the movie, Rugrats Go to Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. Is that the order that they were released? I totally can't remember. Why didn't All Grown Up get a film?
Because it was a failed spinoff.
Why did it fail so hard? Why couldn't they? I guess you know what, it was character writing. They didn't write the characters the same as they did when they Tommy was a leader, and I guess a leader-ish role would be a director, but he needed to be a little more commanding in his place. He wasn't really.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He didn't have as much envisionment as he seemed to when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Chucky, I could have seen instead of being a complete wimp, toughening up, kind of, I don't know, not bulking up, but I don't know, being a little more a little less afraid. Sometimes when you're a afraid little kid, you get out of your shell a little bit when you get older,
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a little more of a change in personality.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe he could be cautious, but in a different way, ooh, yeah, I don't know, or I don't know, they kind of transferred the characters all right from their little kid selves to their teenage selves.
I find it funny that it was all grown up and they're teenagers.
All grown up, I really want to shout it out. That shit. That's sung by, what's her name?
Susie.
That's the name of the voice actor?
I don't know the voice actress. I know
she's very common as,
number 5.
Yeah. She's very well known for that role.
She was also the voice of the circus freak in Ben 10.
What?
Yeah.
The circus freak. Really?
Yeah, the long-haired girl.
She
doesn't talk in the first time she's introduced.
Yeah, I was going to say I totally don't remember her speaking at all.
This second time the freaks are shown without the Zombozo is with the mind control dude.
And she talks then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa,
I was going to
number
say, because
5.
when she was with Zambozo, she didn't talk.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't remember her voice at all, I was going to say. Like,
that's when Ghost Freak is introduced, I think.
That's when he's introduced?
Or
do you mean...
yeah, when he's out of the Omnitrix.
Yeah, okay. As like an entity. Got it.
Yeah, and then when he returns is when
she talks, right?
No, when Ben gets the Ben Victor.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Because they live on the same planet or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. That kind of makes it very cheesy where, Grandpa Max was part of the, like, going to the moon or whatever mission. And I think,
that episode was, like, bringing up, like, factoids of, like, of Ghost Freak's planet and shit like that.
Oh, in the corner?
Yeah, no, it just like it was just popping up around on the screen and shit randomly.
What?
Yeah. And
not like but it like did the Omnitrix like thing, and then it brought a tube out, and then it had like text of like,
yes,
Ghost Freak. I know exactly what you're talking about. They did that for a few other aliens and stuff, but not many.
In that episode, in the same episode, they did when Ben turned into Ben Victor.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, those things on Ben's back, they're naturally like organic like things, and it's like, what?
So those things are like bone to him.
Kind of, yeah.
Damn, dude. Imagine how much iron you gotta fucking eat.
Apparently, the naturally produced electricity is green for the species. So it's very unusual, I guess, for Victor to be producing purple lightning.
He's just unhealthy, dude. He's in our weird atmosphere.
I guess.
He's been living here for years. And also he had to hide his weird bone freakish like lightning trap things. Maybe he's like lightning deprived. That's why he was going up to feed. He grabbed the lightning, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the things that they noticed because it was captured on picture, video, something. It's like, wait a minute. Zoom in. Enhance. See, I haven't watched this episode recently, but I remember that shit. Dude, classic series is great.
I know. I've been watching the Bone series, and like, I remember reading a comment about.
We were just talking about Bones in episode 5.
I know. I remember reading a comment about like the FBI and like other police are frustrated with like shows like Bones and CSI and stuff like that because jury are asking for more evidence, and it's like, this is the evidence that we have, and it's like, what about like doing this or whatnot, and it's like, that's fiction. It's like, and it's like, I've been recently watching that after watching the Joe Kenda shit with like reenactments of him actually investigating this shit, going to person and finding out stuff, and then going to watch Bones like it like enhance on this like thing, and it's like she rolled her eyes, and it's like, you didn't notice that. How did you notice that? How can you enhance that shit?
Yeah, like, that would imply that the quality of video is somehow by choice. Like, what quality of video you got isn't the highest quality you were able to get.
So I understand like that comment now. It's like, oh my god, I totally understand what they mean by like these shows.
This shit is annoying.
It's like, I want more hard evidence. It's like, this is the hard evidence.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Like,
Anyways,
I think Bones is very interesting because they have sci-fi technology like the facial reconstruction thing,
yeah, they do.
which I think first off, if we had anything like that, we wouldn't need family members to come in and say that's like blah blah blah, you know. That's why there's the joke like I'm gonna beat you up so hard like mama's not even gonna know who you are. It's like
There was an episode where there was a doctor who was actually able to and reconstruct bone and stuff, and he had the special equipment for it and crap like that, and it was like, damn, that is extreme. And I understand, like, Bones made a comment of like she made herself she completely erased herself from, like, to the point where we can't identify her to pin her murderer. And it's like, yeah, that's actually really sad to think about. But and
wait, this happened in Bones?
yeah, this happened in Bones.
So someone erased themselves because wait, who erased who? I
Okay.
missed something.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so this doctor was able to create a procedure to manipulate bone, because a lot of people are like, that's not how surgery happens. You don't do the bone. Like, we don't reconstruct the bone. And he was like, well, I did it, and I have special tools to do so. And this one girl, like, reconstructed her jaw in a way to the point of, like, she wouldn't be recognizable, I guess, if they try to recreate the face, with their technology or not. They came up with 3 variations of, like, who she might have been, or who she would have been, and who she might have became. And it's like, and Bones didn't understand. It's like, why would she want to erase herself from, like, existence like this?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I thought you were saying Bones herself reconstructed her face. So I was like, Bones reconstructed her face like in a way
sorry.
that like I missed something like
Yeah, sorry.
where it was where it was a victim, because you were also framing it in a way that sounded like it was a victim, like you couldn't tell who the murder was, and I was like, wait. No, it's okay. It was also because I thought I zoned out because of how tired I was, but I'm glad to hear I caught up. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
But you meant in Bones the show.
Yeah, Bones the show.
That this happened. Yeah. All right, got it. That's so stupid. Wait a minute. Someone manipulate the bone. You mean like in a way where you were like making a visual like reference as if like she made it bigger or something.
No, she made it smaller, I think. Her jawline.
So a guy has special tools to carve the bone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross, man.
Yeah, I know.
Especially while they're living. How the fuck do they... You gotta go through the muscle and everything. How the fuck do you do that?
That's my question, too. So, like, months of healing, I guess.
Years of healing, honestly.
I know.
How would you even be able to eat after that? Especially a jaw. You think a jaw is simple. No. You got all those nerves, muscle... right there. You got lip muscle, man. As much as you think that bottom lip don't do nothing, it does a lot more than you damn well think.
Yeah. But yeah, she... It was...
Isn't it weird that, like, I just thought of that. Like, our lips are just something that our muscles are constantly, like, deciding how to pinch it. Don't you think that's weird? It's kind of like as if like I took like a hole in my pants here and decided like, how am I gonna make it look like it says hello? Oh god.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. Crime shows are really weird to me anyways. I never believed them in the first place. I always thought they were very weird and very annoying because a lot of them just follow the same format. Because in the end, like, everyone got arrested. I just thought, like, okay, who's getting arrested this episode? you know what I mean? Like, someone gets arrested in those shows.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I want? I want a few episodes where no one gets arrested, where it's a case that gets pushed above them, or is pushed so like delayed for so long that it's kind of forgotten by the court, and then
also forgotten by the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like, oh, it's this case again. It's like, he fucked up again. And it's like,
yeah,
what?
And then it's like, oh, a reoccurring character. Oh my god! And now we're finally gonna get a conclusion. You know, like
like a real case.
I know, right?
No, it has to happen in that day.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is like,
you know what? Okay, wait. Dexter.
Dexter's one of the few, dude. But that one had an overarching plot thing that
it did. But also
season 5 kind of dragged a little bit.
But in the first few seasons, they had bad guys that would just like be able to run away.
Yeah.
And not be able to be touchable.
I know, right? And they had legends and stuff.
I know, and so
people
that
with
was
reputations,
cool.
And then it's like, ooh, and then it's like real satisfying when Dexter finally gets them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, finally. And it's the build up. Because we know he'll be able to get them. It's just, when will he get them? Yeah, I don't know.
But not very.
I think it's hilarious that like Dexter was so worried about that kid describing his sketch, his face to the police.
I know.
And then he looks at it and it's a picture of
Jesus. He goes through
he has the same brow as him.
He goes through all the trouble to frame the husband.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just for the kid to be like,
it's Jesus.
Jesus saved me.
Not only did Jesus save me, but he did it wearing his the thorn crown. His prickly crown. Remember that? That's fucking... It's the same brow as Dexter.
I know.
And he has a very distinct brow, okay? But then they pull it off. They somehow make it look like Jesus by the end. It's great. It's great. It's fucking great. I love that.
I love how Dexter was like so antsy to see the drawing that he didn't even see Maria there.
Yeah.
He was like, I gotta see that picture. And it's like, oh, Dexter, finally. And it's like, oh, fuck. What if it was him?
I wouldn't know what he would do. He'd probably...
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking about it. Like,
it's like, that's like...
Exactly, that's the question. Like, what if it was him? Like, what if the drawing was him? Maybe it was supposed to be a metaphor, like, and we were supposed to, like, be like, oh, the kid thinks he's Jesus.
Because he saved him.
Yeah, I don't know.
How does he know the kid was in the trunk of the car of the night beforehand? How does he know that he wasn't asleep?
That's a good question, except the audience saw him peeking, so that was the part where it was like...
What if he heard the noise after the fact?
Yeah, I don't think he saw Dexter's face. I think the point was he was thinking Jesus.
Yeah, I saw it, like, because...
I liked how the kid only spoke Spanish or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of made sense.
Yeah, and then he, like, clung. I don't know. I didn't like that he clung to Maria or the lieutenant.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, seems a bit weird.
I don't know. I guess she spoke Spanish and...
it was just like, please hold me. Like someone who knows what I'm going to say. I have to pee, woman. I'm just thinking of the word mujer, so it's like woman. Like so I was thinking like I could only use words that I know right now. That way I don't sound stupid. But it made it sound sexist. I don't know. You know what I mean?
The whole language is sexist, I feel.
Yeah, it is sexist. The whole language.
So
You're right. I don't think they'll deny that. Like, it is built off of like a long history of like that kind of thing. But it's also like, I don't know.
everything has a set sex. I feel like. I want to know exactly right now.
Yeah. So if you dress it like if you have to address like the chair, you have to be like, is it a manly chair or is it a feminine chair? Then there's an argument of semantics between your friends and you, like going, is that a like? And then they'd say it like as a manly chair. Then you go, no, it's a feminine. It's a womanly chair. It's like whatever. It's a chair. And it's like, you're right. A chair's a chair, man. Now, here's the question. If it's not like that, where you have to address the things with a gender associated with it, like whether it's a manly chair or a female or like a feminine chair, um, would it be like it's just inherently feminine? Like a chair is inherently feminine and then a table is inherently manly? Because it holds everything up. Because the chair supports you. Like a woman.
Jesus.
I couldn't even say that without laughing. Fuck, man. I couldn't even complete the joke because the rest of my joke was, and a table holds everything else. Like a man.
Jesus.
It's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know, but you think so? It's obviously a joke, but I don't know. That's a pretty good one. I need to tell that to Lily or something.
That was a good one.
I think Mom would like it. You think Mom would like a joke like that?
I don't know.
I don't know if she'll laugh at it. She'll probably like cringe at it. Like, I don't know about that. Don't say that.
I can see her scoffing or cringing.
Yeah, like, sure. Yeah, because it's more like the other way around. She'd say like, because a woman holds everything else, and a man should support you. You know, I don't know.
I see her.
That's how I have to describe my partner from now on. Like when I get a partner, I'm gonna be like, "You're my chair, sweetheart." So you sit on me?
No,
like,
you support me.
No, you support me.
You're the really comfy one too.
Yeah, the one I'd sit in all day. The one I'd make a butt mark into. That's so stupid. Oh my god.
I think
We're definitely getting loopy.
yes.
So that's what makes this fun, I guess.
I think it's time for me to grab that mulch or whatnot.
The mulch.
Yeah,
The fuck.
the bag of dirt.
Oh, right. I totally forgot. No, yeah, I think we should wrap it up because I'm definitely getting tired. My brain is coming to a blank. We talked about a lot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad. And I'm more happy with this recording than the other one, honestly.
I think so too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad I got to like kind of explain my idea out loud, but I'm also glad that we talked more broadly about like movies or stuff. Like, you really think Lady in Water is one of his best, though?
It's like the top 5.
I'll definitely say it's a cool idea. I would not say it's an excellent film. It's really... We need to watch it again, and like then we'll see your opinion. I don't know. Maybe my opinion will also change.
Like
Lady in Water came into mind, I think, because... You know what? We are having a disagreement about it. I was like, what's a movie we disagree about? That's what I was looking for. I want kind of an argument. I don't want to say rivalry, but like... how about this? I'll play devil's advocate real quick. For what's a movie that you think deserves more praise, and I'll try and be like, it fucking sucks.
Movie that deserves more praise.
Or you know what? The other way around. What's a movie that you heard a lot about, and yet when you saw it or have seen it, you don't like it?
Man, that's hard to choose.
You know what? How about this?
Suicide Squad. That was really, really bad.
Really? But it brought all those characters to the big screen.
Sure it did.
It was one of the best Power Ranger movies I've ever seen, with the putty men and everything. It had really good special effects. You gonna downplay that? It had really good character moments. You know the bar scene? Classic.
Fuck that.
Did you actually watch that movie?
Yes, I did.
You actually watched? Where? When?
I don't remember.
Dude, I gotta watch it just to experience it.
It's a fucking trip, I will say. It has good Eminem music, I will say that.
But it also does it have the we are the champions, my friends?
I don't think so.
What about having a good time, having a good time? What's that one? I can't remember.
They don't have...
They had Queen songs, I thought.
No.
No?
No. They have Queen.
Well, they had it in the trailer for Suicide Squad. Is this a real life, or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
We both have to experience it together, because it's just... I don't...
No. Okay, what's a movie that we should watch? I watched... Okay, actually, let's talk about this real quick before we end this. Godzilla vs. King Kong.
I have not watched that movie
Fucking
yet.
amazing. You gotta watch it. Fuck the humans. Who cares about the humans? It delivers, dude. We have like 4 to 5 fight scenes. Okay?
Right.
You gotta watch it.
I shall try to watch it.
What was that other movie we were talking about? Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
That's one I want to watch soon. Because I don't know what caused it to come into mind while ago. Huh?
Don't watch the remake.
Yeah, no. Don't fucking watch the remake. That shit's bad. All the remakes so far of everything is bad. The only thing that is good, the live-action remakes, is the fucking 101 Dalmatians. Which we watched like a million times as a kid.
But that was done a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, Jake. That's what makes it good. None of this CG bullshit. Now they'll do CG dogs and everything. That's what they did with fucking Lady in the Tram.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Did you watch that one?
I almost did.
You almost watched it? How could you? How could you give it a thought like that? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I had to give it a glimpse.
Look, man.
It was bad.
I looked at that trailer, which I don't normally watch trailers. But I looked at the fucking trailer, and I knew exactly what I was going to get out of it. Because how can you spoil a movie that I've already seen like a million times as a kid? Right?
Exactly.
You know what? I know one thing that they did not keep.
What?
The fucking, like, she's hanging out with the older dog, right? And he's trying to find his bone that he buried. And because he wants it to be all for himself, he's, like, trying to hide the fact that he's, like, looking for it. And it's somewhere in the area. And he thinks she's going to try and dig it up, like, and stuff, right? And he's the older dog. and everything, and he's just as small as her, but he's like, oh, nothing, and she's trying to talk to him about like, oh, like, my owner, she's got like all these like fancy things going on, blah 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 blah, and like, it's just this character moment like between her and that like this other dog that isn't the main dog, right? The tram or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we get also other moments with the tram and his friends. Like, we got build up of their like, they did not keep any of that, did they? I bet they didn't. Whatever.
I kind of saw.
Why did it look like they were on a boat at one point in that film, in the trailer?
I don't know.
Why were they on a boat?
I didn't
In
watch,
the
I didn't
original,
watch that far.
in the original, it was in the trailer, so that's what I'm saying. Like, they were on a boat at some point, and I thought that's stupid because I thought in the original they were mostly on the streets, and they like, I don't remember at all a scene on a boat. Maybe there is, and I just don't remember. But I remember they were mostly in the backyard of the rich girl or whatever girl the preppy dog is from, the female.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in the streets for the tram, and then right, and then they are mostly in the city when they meet up, and then from there they're like talking and doing shit, and like, and there's build up to them like doing stuff. I don't know, and he chases the car. I remember that scene where
Because she gets caught by the
yeah.
dog catcher.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember that scene. That's very iconic because that was very upsetting. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just I don't understand these remakes.
Why do they all got to be CG?
Why do you have to?
Even SpongeBob. Why is it got to be a CG fucking shit? Like, why is it got to be? Why is it got to be 3D? That's what I mean. Like, why does it got to be like 3D models, like video game fucking models? What's going on with that? Why? What makes it? Is CG that like money saving? Like are they? Like, does it really save them that much money to like really like it's worth it to render and like a 3D environment and set and everything like and 3D models to fucking animate a TV show now?
Yeah, I never understood that.
The only show that really like, okay, as much of it like, I hate the sound of the fucking voices of the characters, and I don't like what the characters are doing in the show, but I'll praise it for its like really inventiveness for doing 3D models, but like really cartoony actions is Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I was thinking that you were gonna say those two.
Yeah, look, dude, like, especially on paper, like if I see some of the behind the scenes work of like the storyboards or even the concept ideas.
The neck episode is just ridiculous.
Oh god, don't remind me of that. What about the gum episode where they make a gum monster? What about the one where it's all about the bully's favorite video game breaking down at his work, and he has no reason to go to work? And he talks like a gangster. Like he's got a very unique voice. If they're gonna do SpongeBob like anything, they gotta do it like that. Is that what they've been building up to? Is that the point? No, but I hate that they did. As soon as Hillenburg like is gone out of the picture, they like break their deal and fucking do spin-offs.
I know.
It's gross. It's so ugly. I hope no one views it. Saber Spark recently did a review of
the
Camp Coral thing, and he was like, I need to like look into it. I need a little more research to see actually how my opinion may pan out of this. But so far, I don't really mind and I don't really care. And it's like, no, Saber Spark, once you look into it and how they fucking screwed over their like deal, the whole thing of like he didn't want spinoffs, and how they're soiling on his fucking name and shit for that. For actually doing like a Patrick Star fucking show. What the fuck? Like right after he died, you're gonna be
terrible.
upset. You're gonna be so upset, Saberspark. I swear. If Saberspark isn't upset by the end, I'm gonna be surprised. Because I would think he'd be upset. I don't know. Overall, his opinions are kind of like meh about it because he's like, it's not good, but it's not terrible. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you've seen some garbage. I get it. Like, it's not as bad as what you've seen out there. But for SpongeBob, it's like the moral of it, like,
is disrespect.
Is what really makes it a low project. Like, honestly, I don't know. We're talking movies mostly. Oh, books. Okay, because we did a new recording real quick. Like, I didn't get to the stuff from last whatever thing we did. Unless somehow I put it in. I don't know. Like editing later. I got Mom to start reading Feathers, and I'm gonna get you to read it. Like once she's done with it, and she's in the middle of the book, and I remember loving it. We were talking. Oh my god, I need to keep. Oh. We had the whole beginning from the last recording of you and I talking about how everything of Carry On. The first chapter. We've only ever read the first chapter, but everything of it feels so. Oh my god. We'll talk. You know what? If I don't put it in somehow, we'll talk about it. Yeah, at some point. For now, actually, we should wrap it up. I've been mostly talking. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm getting blank faced and minded and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Overall, this is a good one. But yeah, everybody. Whatever. We'll talk. We'll talk another time. Because honestly, it's getting late, and that's mostly it. Like,
Yeah.
we need to start this sooner.
I know.
We totally just went for food and then talked a little too much off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Look, man, you need to stick a little more to the schedule too. You.
I came out here.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you were the driving force behind it. That's good. I came home and you sitting here on the couch, waiting for me. It was great. It actually felt good. Anyways, till next time, guys. Have a good day.